What is up, everyone?
What's up, y'all?
You know, BTS is in town. The boys are back, and tomorrow they'll have a performance, a concert here at Gwanghwamun, the heart of the city. And the government is expecting 260,000 people. I personally think it's going to be a hell lot more. And I'm here with Saki.
안녕하십니까? Oh my god.
She works for the Japanese embassy, and her office actually looks over Gwanghwamun, right?
Yep.
So
we can see from it.
What's going on these days?
Oh my god. Can we actually doing this?
Yes, we're doing it already.
I mean, it's been quite a hectic, you know. There's so many tourists coming in. And then actually in front of our office, there is a CU, the convenience store. They all packed with the BTS goods. So
Really?
you gotta see that too, yeah. There's so many BTS goods.
But if I were you, I would just stay like tonight. I would stay in my office. I would
Oh my god.
put a tent down. So tomorrow you can just see the concert from your window.
Oh my god, yeah.
But it's not allowed.
That is not allowed.
It's not allowed because your boss doesn't want it, or is it something?
Yeah, obviously we have to be.
Yeah, security
behave.
reasons.
Yep.
You have to be careful.
Very careful.
Now, to be completely honest with you guys, I don't know BTS that well.
I
know a few songs.
I love Kim Taehyung.
Oh, you know, are you a fan?
I mean, I'm not the army, but you know,
You
at least I know.
You definitely like them.
I know. There's 7 guys. Pretty
Sugar?
good. Sugar, V, RM.
All right.
J-Hope.
Oh.
JK.
All right. I love that song, the one that they worked together with Coldplay.
Oh my God,
Anyway, yeah. So. Not a big fan, but as you know, guys know, I'm going around the city, documenting all the neighborhoods, and sometimes capturing historical events. And I truly believe that this is one of the historical events.
Right.
This will go down in the history books.
Yep.
And years from now, people will still talk about
You see
the madness going on. Yeah, let's check it out. The city is in full preparation mode. There are how do you call these? Like crowd fences all along the streets everywhere. You know those ventilation platforms next to the subway? You're not allowed to stand on them because there's a risk that you fall down. It happened before with another concert some time ago. I think it was in 2014. Did you know about that?
진짜요?
There was a concert. People were standing on those
That's crazy.
Subway ventilation fans.
Wow, you did prepare.
I did prepare a little bit.
You studied a lot.
No, I'm just reading the Korean Herald.
Oh my God.
It happened in 2014 when 16 people were killed and 9 others seriously injured after a ventilation grate collapsed during a girl group concert. So it makes sense that the government is taking extra safety measures. And let's not forget Itaewon in 2022, when over 150 people died in a crowd crush. So expect heavy crowd control tomorrow.
Yeah, because they will, correct me if I'm wrong, they will promote their new album, Arirang.
아리랑 맞아요.
Yeah, and this is the beginning of a world tour. So you can imagine fans who've been waiting for the boys for such a long time because they went to military.
I know.
Good job, by the way, that they did that. So welcome back.
I think the stage has turned it up.
Yeah, that's the main stage. So they will perform in front of Gwanghwamun, in front of Gyeongbokgung Palace.
맞아.
It actually looks like an additional gate now.
You see the U.S. embassy there?
Yes.
It's like they got like the best view.
Yeah, they do.
어떡해. But you can't really see the stage because of this gentleman standing right in front of you. It's really
BTS
funny,
is important, but Sejong is more important.
Yeah.
But what I imagine is that they
Oh my God.
they maybe put like a screen somewhere.
Oh, maybe, yeah, sure.
Who knows? Look how far that is, eh? That all the way in the distance, that's the stage. See, these are all the toilet facilities.
That is the toilet.
The army, they also pee and
my
poop. Eh?
God. Oh my God.
Oh, what a hell of a
everywhere.
job to manage all of this, eh?
Crazy.
This cafe has like special BTS bread.
Yes. On my Instagrams, like everywhere.
It's a great opportunity for them to make some extra money, right?
여기 좋아요.
I love how
so many people are like taking photos.
Josie,
Yeah.
up there, he's reading the
my
BTS
God.
paper from, I think it was Korea Herald.
That's crazy.
Regardless of BTS, some people come here just to chill because it's a nice
Yeah,
spot.
of
You just sit here, look over the city.
It's definitely
Well, look over the toilets in this case.
There's so many people.
Hey, there they are.
V.
Love from China,
Oh
the
my-
V fans.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
Can you
Hold
imagine
on.
how much money they spent to get this on the screen here?
I want to do it from Japan. Love from Japan.
Do you have budget for that?
Nope.
You know, maybe a crazy idea. So what if you just hide here on the toilet? Bring some snacks and water until tomorrow, and then you come out.
Wow.
And look at this. You can see the boys from here. Oh, you used to dance?
Yeah, I used to dance. I can do.
Hey, Let's go.
No. 어떡해.
YouTube is watching.
I need my 친구 to dance with me. I dance.
No, I'm not the right chingu for that.
Ah,
Like I said, it's like a
you've
tree.
got to. I think it's a relatively calm. I expected more people like.
It's a calm before the storm. They're
Yeah.
preparing for the worst case
Yeah.
scenario, because if something happens, oh man, my subscribers are probably thinking, Bart, why the fuck would you make a video about BTS? This is not you. I know, it's not me. But we're doing for historical,
Moments.
archival purposes, moments, yeah.
You see the great view from here.
I'm afraid to stand
Oh
still.
my god.
Here you can see
Oh
both
my
the gates, the stage,
God.
and the entrance to Gyeongbokgung Palace.
So, Arirang is the name of Korea's most representative folk song, with thousands of different variations. It's often seen as the country's unofficial anthem, or not? I think so. There's hardly a Korean who doesn't know it. The exact meaning? No one really knows for sure, because the song has been passed down from generation to generation. It was sung by independence activists during the colonial era and even during the Korean War. My Korean War veteran friends still remember the lyrics.
아리랑 아리랑 아리로
So by naming the album Arirang, they're introducing it to a global audience, and whether intended or not, it might also explain the performance in front of the royal palace, a link to Korean heritage.
This is probably the closest we'll ever get.
Yeah, you see this? Oh my god, we have to learn.
Where's the run?
I think all these boxes are something related to army goods.
The army products.
Yeah, I think so.
This 7-Eleven is going to be rich.
Yeah, I mean like this 7-Eleven normally it's really quiet. I love like all the people like so cheering up each other. You know, I see
Yes.
so many people like waving towards each other even though they're strangers.
Is there anything you want to say to BTS, Saki?
Oh my god, we love you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing all the joy and all the positivity.
All right.
Yes, that would be it.
Saki is going back to office. I will come back here tomorrow, maybe alone, maybe with a friend, Jacko, not sure yet. And then we'll see what kind of craziness will happen here.
맞아요.
Bye to Saki for now.
Bye.
Here we go again. In about 2 hours, BTS will start their performance at Gwanghwamun. I'm on my way to see what is going on. Of course, we don't have any tickets. I don't know how close we can get. I'm pretty sure security will be tight. They will keep as many people as far away as possible to prevent any accidents from happening. And also, it's not only here, the concert at Gwanghwamun, it's also something that millions of people from around the world will watch live on Netflix. So it is pretty big. We're now around Soremunjok, and there's definitely more security and police at every corner and exit and entrance to the street here. Here they definitely notch up the amount of police. We're now in front of Seoul Yoksabangmugwan, so we're almost there. So the Korean government's actually expecting a terror threat. Is that what you said?
Now, I don't know if there's a specific threat,
Yes.
but let's say they're not taking any chances.
All right.
And that's why there's such careful
High alert.
inspection. High alert, yeah.
Except for suspicious cars like that. So in order to get in, you have to go through metal detectors, and they check your bags. And
Yeah.
we saw a little like a basket in the middle with a lot of knives, screwdrivers,
Typewriters,
hammers,
tools, yeah.
yeah, stuff that people apparently wanted to bring in. I love how like no one has a clue what they're doing and where they're going. We're just following the directions.
It was chaotic. We kept moving in and out of the zone, just trying to find a spot where we could see the screens. We passed 5 metal detectors and followed the crowd without really knowing where it was taking us. Every single person going in was checked. Standing still wasn't allowed, so we started to worry. We just couldn't find a place to stop and watch the screens. We tried cutting through back alleys around the zone, hoping to get closer to City Hall faster.
Here's a memory card. 2008.
We just made a loop, and we're not getting any closer. So we're now 50 45 minutes away from the kickoff. And you can feel the atmosphere is changing and it's just a whole lot busier than before. And we're still trying to find our way to Gwanghwamun Square. We'll probably end up at City Hall because that's, I think, the only place where we can get access to and have a screen. All right, so we're on our way to City Hall now. It looks like there are a shitload of people over there. We're still trying to get closer to something.
Then we finally made it to City Hall, but the police had already stopped more people from entering. Then somehow we ended up in the middle lane. I'm not even sure if we were meant to be there, but for a moment we thought we might get a better view. That turned out to be in vain. There was only one screen and we could barely see it. People started getting a bit pushy, so we moved toward Doksugun Palace. When the concert began, the screen at City Hall was quite far, and I think they were having technical problems, because for the first 20 minutes or so, there was no sound. So in the end, we had only one option: Netflix on the phone. Since I couldn't really see or hear the performance myself, I don't have much to say about it. My friends, who were much closer to the stage, really enjoyed it. They weren't all completely convinced by the album at first, but seeing it live changed that. As for Arirang, I've never fully grasped all the meaning and emotion behind it. But from the interviews I did with Korean war veterans, my understanding is that it's a song that helped people endure, a way to carry the pain and emotions of ordinary people through hardship. Maybe that's also the message BTS wanted to convey. Music is often shaped by experience, not expectations. And with a group like BTS, those expectations must be huge. In the end, there weren't as many people as I expected, but maybe that was for the better. Because if you didn't have a ticket, you might have left slightly disappointed. I know BTS are the biggest K-pop group, but maybe after today, they carried a much stronger Gukak DNA as well. Korean traditional music. With Arirang and the Arirang performance on stage.
And just like that, it is over. Over and out. Not sure if going to Gwanghwamun was the best decision for me. We ended up not hearing and seeing much. But yeah, that's what you get when you don't have a ticket. I am so happy I could experience all the people and the whole atmosphere. I think Gwanghwamun, to me, always has been a place where Koreans go to express their political frustration, but also to go and do something joyful, like today, a BTS concert that will go into the history books, just like the candlelight demonstration or the demonstrations after former President Yoon's martial law, and so many other things have happened there. 2002 World Cup celebrations, and the list goes on. So if you ask my opinion, I think it was great that the city organized something like this. It made many people happy and it put a lot of eyes on Seoul, on Korea, from all over the world. And 8 years ago when I came to Korea, people still ask me, did you go to the north, did you go to the south? I think we now live in a time where that question won't be asked too much anymore. So, thanks for watching this BTS special, and yeah, next week we'll be back with another neighborhood, Namyeongdong. See you then.